So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, good luck.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carr now on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
48 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike Lyon. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the Bears have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
20. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Johnson now returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Henry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Henry.
Derrick.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Hofrichter set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Locke off of play action. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play action. Now it's Carr going for it all. And that will be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has bbeen pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Lock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Ingram, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the 1st half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Sterling Hofrichter set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Now here's Johnson. Uses the spin, and he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had a big 1st half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustment.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Pettis once again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
On play action, Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made it. The 3-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Locke working out of the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion.
Successful.
So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
28. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Down to the 25.
Number 25, Duke.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Bears first down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown,
Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Jonathan Jones.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
3rd down and 12.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Number 36.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. The 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Lock. A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And the Bears first down.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Into the red zone, it's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain. And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do? Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
22-yard line.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones. Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Bears, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at